And we are live. Welcome everyone to the first off-season for the Raiders franchise. And the only reason we're doing the stream today is because I didn't want to double up on streams tomorrow. That is the only reason. It was a split vote on the poll, so I was like, I'd rather do it today than double up on streams tomorrow. That is the main reason. But we got a lot to do today, and I have looked over some of the draft prospects now. I'm not going to lie, this draft might be worse than I thought it was when it comes to positions we need. Outside like defensive tackle. Defensive tackle's fucking stacked. I can tell you that right now. That's the only position I feel good about currently. I think I'm all good. I think. Let me get this on the shuffle. Might as well. Where's what I need to do? Where is the thing I'm looking for? There we go. There we go. Now we're good to go. Now we're all set. Okay, so if you didn't see the latest episode, we got absolutely demolished by the Bills. I mean, not even a question of a ball game. We got absolutely decimated. And I mean, because of that, you know, we sit here in the offseason, which I thought we'd be here a lot quicker than we are, and I'll take that as a positive. The only thing I did off stream was I used a lot of my points to upgrade essentially scouting. That's really it. I upgrade a lot of scouting for next season. So we can have like three, it's either 2 or 3 tier 3 scouts. So that's essentially all I did. I showed the yearly awards in the last video. I know that. We saw how Tampa got here. Saw all their games in the packages. And well, we sure as hell know how Buffalo got here. We saw that ourselves. First-hand experience on that one. 34-21 Bucks got here. 48-27, we got rocked. And now, I can tell you now, I don't know who's going to be there when we pick, but I'm keeping my eyes on Eric Medina or one of the top 5 quarterbacks, which would only be Isaac Burr. May have to look more at Isaac Burr. I really like Eric Medina though, but we may have to look more at Isaac Burr. Yeah, I went through and took a long look at a lot of the positions. Outside of quarterback, we're gonna take it early. If we're taking a quarterback, we're not gonna sit here and look for the sleeper Tom Brady of the bunch. We're gonna take that chance quick. Other positions, I found some sleepers, and I'm gonna hold on to those until later. We'll talk about them later, especially with free agency. As for everything else, I think we are ready to skip past the Super Bowl. Although I did not look at the draft previews. Sean Brown apparently was dominant. Max Smith struggled. Okay, good to know there. Good to know there. I did not even look at him at corner, so I know nothing of Max Smith. I know nothing of what he is doing. I know nothing of his skill set. What I do know is we're going to have a lot of fucking money going in to this offseason. So let's see who takes the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know what track this is. Ah, that's what track this is. That's one I haven't played a ton. Okay, 160 fucking million in cap space. Holy shit. And apparently Harrison Smith's retiring, and so is Aaron Rodgers. And Cam Hayward. The Steelers are losing everybody. Cam Jordan as well. And Von Miller. And Trent Williams. I contemplated Mike Evans if he hit free agency. He did not hit free agency. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers take down the Bills. That's a underdog story right there. That's the underdog story right there. Vita Vea is your MVP. What fucking happened? What the fuck happened that led to Vita Vea being the defensive player of, or being the MVP? Okay, I wasn't gonna look at the actual like game score, but given that Vita Vea won the MVP, I want to know exactly what happened. Dash, welcome to the stream, man. What's up? How's your Wednesday been? And just a heads up, since you weren't in here when I said it, the only reason I'm doing the stream today is it was a split vote, and I didn't want to double up on streams tomorrow. I need to know, what did Vita Vea do? Josh Allen threw 2 picks in this one. He was Superman against us. 2 picks? 2 picks. Really? Really, Josh? James Cook doesn't... Yeah, he ran well. He didn't dominate, but he ran well. Bucky didn't do shit. Elijah Moore went off. Ryan Miller had a good game with only 2 catches. Let's see. Was it the sacks? Oh, yeah. Their offensive line played poorly. Their offensive line played poorly. I see. You're good? That's good to hear, man. Are you ready to get in the war room come the draft? We're going to have to make some decisions here with this team. Okay, what did Vita Vea do? 2.5 sacks. He forced a fumble? No, just 2.5 sacks got him. Well, 9 tackles. Never mind. Okay, so I get it more now. Half a sack for Dorian Strong. Greg Rousseau only got half a sack. TJ Sanders. What the heck? Come on. Come on. Insanity. Alright, well, Bucks did what we couldn't. And I feel like we would have lost to the Bucks badly if we'd made it to the Super Bowl at that point, if they were able to stifle Buffalo. All right, before we check retirements, I want to know what the fuck's going on here. What's this? What is this shit? Excuse me? That was not a thing in the last mock draft. You had Cassidy Jackson going there. Callahan still goes to the Saints. Oh. Oh, Callahan not good. I see, Callahan's not good. Okay. I mean, he was never really high on my board, so that's fine with me. Tyrone Snow at 7. There's just one name that we're kind of eyeballing here. There's really only one name we're watching. They've still got Sandborg going decent. Tim Christian. A lot of corners they have going early. And I will say, this 2 to 3 talent? And they have him going to Pittsburgh, so apparently Eric Medina is going to be off the board. So, okay, maybe we won't get a quarterback. Ryan Donahue's not on the board, it looks like. Uh-huh. Damn, if Cruz fell further, I'd take him. I'd take him with ease. Shelton Allen. Nobody tell anyone anything. You tell nobody how good Jerry Banks is. If I see a rumor on fucking Twitter about how good Jerry Banks is, I'm gonna throw hands. That's what this office is saying right now to everyone in the building. Is there is not a single tweet about Jerry Banks. I don't want to see a single fucking tweet about Jerry Banks. No, top 5 talent. Look at that. That does make me wonder if it's possible that I could trade down. Okay. I have to turn down the music on my end. It's too loud. Okay, so we're not going to get a corner in the draft high. I'll tell you that much. And this cornerback class is essentially, if you don't get a top guy, you ain't getting nobody. So, it's not going to be the draft for corners. There might be 1 or 2 defensive tackles still on the board. Huh. I mean, the fact that Jerry Banks is top 5, I didn't see that coming. I did not see that coming. I knew he was going to be good. I figured he was better than 2 to 3 projection. I legitimately did not believe he was top 5 talent. Yeah, I think we're going to take him in the first round if he's there. I think that 100% guarantees Jerry Banks will be the pick. We need an inside linebacker. We're going to lose a Landon Roberts. Depends on what that 5th mock draft looks like. I also want to take a look at the quarterback situation. Because we saw Callahan, Burr, and Medina in that mock. Nothing to speak of for Brian Donahue. So it's very interesting that Donahue wasn't in there. I like Donahue. I just don't think we're getting both. We're going to be able to get both a quarterback and Jerry Banks. Well, keep in mind the coverage is comparative to your position. So that's an A and B grade compared to the other linebackers. Keep that in mind. Doesn't mean he's going to be like corner level of coverage. And all the other quarterbacks we have information on post draft free agency. Great. Okay, awesome. So the quarterback class is not as good as I thought it was going to be. That's fantastic. You know what? I love that. Love that so much. I thought there were going to be 4 really good quarterbacks in this class. Turns out Medina and Callahan aren't as good as we thought. And we might not even have a chance at Donahue. Oh, the catching? Once again, that's via the other linebackers, so it would depend. Okay, we're not gonna. I don't want to go too heavy into that just yet. We got free agency to worry about. I'm gonna get lost in the sauce, and this stream's gonna go 7 hours. All right, let's see. Jimmy Ward retires. Tomlinson, Nico Autry, Nick Vannett, Adam Thielen, Harrison Smith, C.J. Ham. Okay, Jordan Mims retires after 3 years. Okay. Corey Levine, Kevin Zeitler retires after winning Best Offensive Lineman of the Year. Cox, Trey Sermon after only 5. That's shocking. Slay, Rogers, Andrews, Pete. He's played for 11 years. Dude, it does not feel like he's been in the league that long. Yeah, I'm the one to get it, bro. I swear to God, I'll get it, bro. Hey, I ain't never giving up. Right from Madden to right. I ain't gonna be streaming that. I'm gonna try not to stream that one. These off seasons always take forever because they get real nitpicky during free agency and the draft. So. A long snapper retired, okay. Second one we've seen. Killebrew retires. Hayward retires. Gerald Everett retires. Then you got Jordan, Hill, Davis. A lot of cap space just opened up for the fucking Saints. Wise, Scott, Von Miller, Josh Johnson finally calls it quits. Irvin Calvin-Lloyd, Richard. How much money does this free up for you, Baltimore? I hope it's not a lot, because you better not re-sign one specific player, because if you do, I'm going to throw a fit. There's one player I have my eyes on. One player in free agency. 10 hours, got it. He could be. He could be. Ronnie Rivers retires after 4. Stafford calls it quits. Okay, every team needs a quarterback. We're not getting a quarterback this year. Don't expect a quarterback this year in the draft. Fuck. Okay. So either we're going to have to trade up. Well, I do have a plan. It's not a great one, but I do have a plan, and we'll see what happens with it. Maybe we'll get Donahue. David Quessenberry retires. Humphreys. Oh! Oh, wow. Raheem Mostert retired. I mean, I wasn't bringing him back, so it didn't matter. Havenstein retires. Mercedes Lewis for us retired. I was wondering why we had more money than I thought we had. Fuck yes. Raheem Mostert retires, and Adam Butler retires. His contract was dog shit, so I'm happy about that. Does it mean defensive tackle is a bigger hole? Yes. But money. Andy Dalton calls it quits. Greg Reynolds, Khalif Raymond. Wow. Glasgow. Tyrod Taylor. Dennis Gardeck calls it quits. Eric Armstead retires. Russell Wilson. Dear Lord, a lot of big names calling it quits this season. Robbie Chosen Anderson calling it quits. Trent Williams. Who else? Trent Taylor. Remember that little bit where Trent Taylor was really, really good at wide receiver for like 3 weeks? Like, what was it? 4 or 5 years ago? He was like really, really good for like a couple weeks and then disappeared. Patrick Taylor retires. Thomas Morstead retires. The Niners need a punter. David Onyemata. Kirk Cousins retires. A lot of money for Atlanta opened up there. Shelby Harris calls it quits. Aguilar. Lane Johnson retires. Dear Lord, the league just got 10 times worse from this offseason. Tony Jefferson calls it quits. Matthew Judon. Greg the Leg. Shaq Mason retires. Xavier Howard. A lot of long snappers retiring. Chris Jones retires. That's... Whew. That helps us. Daquan Jones calls it quits. But Dupree retires. Keenan Allen retires. Matt Prater retires. Dalvin Tomlinson. Kelvin Beachum finally retires. Calais calls it quits. Mike Evans retires. Levante David retires. Jack Conklin. Garrett Bowles shockingly retires after 9 years. Oh, fuck, man. We're not even... Look at this. We still got a third of the list left to go. Who else can retire? Lucas Patrick calls it quits. Stephon Gilmore retires. Joe Tooney retires after 10 years. Case Keenum calls it quits. Travis Homer calls it quits. Austin Johnson, Roy Robertson Harris, Jeremy McNichols, Justice Hill, John Jenkins. Any like really big surprises here? Is Nick Bellor still playing? I thought he retired years ago. Robert Tonyan retires after 8 years. Robert Woods, Jeff Swain. I did not know he was still in the league. Allen Robinson finally retires. Pete Riley, Nicole Pruitt. Byron Pringle. Remember when he was supposed to be really like the future in Kansas City? Cordero Patterson has called it quits. Lombard Joseph, Hayden Hurst, Jerry Hughes. Dear Lord. Gruger Hill retires. Tayshaun Gibson retires. Drayton Evans. Who else? Philip Dorsett, Lyle Collins. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just now realizing some of these guys have been in the league for a decade, and I did not realize it yet. Like, Lyle Collins, I did not realize it's been that long. You just get too used to the names. Odell finally retired, and Amir Abdullah. God damn. No, I didn't see Flacco. I don't think Flacco will. Let's check. Let's check. Where are you at, Cleveland? Old man Joe's still going. He ain't done yet. Oh my god. I was not ready for the entire league to retire. Lord, man. Okay. I am going to fire the defensive coordinator. Mainly just because we need a new DC. We did not have much going for us defensively last year. I could do the funniest thing ever. I could do the funniest thing ever. Actually, that one I don't hate. I don't hate that one either. Hot damn. Alright, so we know Aaron Glenn got fired. Okay, we're gonna start with me doing the funniest thing ever, which is hiring Pete Carroll. Welcome Pete Carroll as our new defense coordinator. The players like me enough. 73%. It's the lowest stat, but it likes me enough. There we go. Tristan Riley took his job and then went, "Hey Pete, I'm sorry for what I did to you. You saw what I did with the team. I made magic happen. We had a Cinderella run. The defense was fucking atrocious. Come on back, man." I'm not. No. We're going to keep Rod Starling as our offensive coordinator because the offense was fine. And I mean, really, our offense is one thing. Hand the ball off to Ashton Genty. Now, what's going to be fun next year is we're going to get to see the trio of Dante Thornton Jr., Trey Tucker, and Jack Besh fully. Because Besh will take over in the slot since we're not going to bring back Jacoby. I'm just not going to pay him when we have the the replacement already in tow. Okay, I think that's all we need to do. Let's see. Here's what we'll go over here before we move on any further. So, I'm going to withdraw offers right now on some of these guys just to get out of the way. Jacoby, sorry, buddy. Sorry. I'm withdrawing the offer. You can hit the open market. If this was reality, you'd be re-signed because you're amazing. This is a video game. That's the only reason you're not getting re-signed. Jermaine Pratt. Oh, now you're interested in being here? You really didn't want to be here, last I checked. I don't know, I'll think about it. Amari, I'm surprised you didn't retire. Actually, I do want to look at one thing. Yeah, essentially the next Madden video is going to be, like, going over certain things. And also preseason highlights. So that's what the next Madden video will be. Where is progression history? How much did you regress? Ooh, that's a decent amount. Not a shit ton. So maybe I wouldn't be mad about a 1-year deal, but you want a 2-year deal, and I don't know if I want that. Actually, there's one more thing I need to know. Do you have the mentor tag? Nope. Oh. Also, how much is the tag? No. 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 I was gonna say maybe a tag and trade. I'm gonna bring back Dylan Parham. He played pretty damn well for us. We'll give you a tiny little boost. It's only a 2-year deal. And we kind of need to make sure the offensive line is solid enough. And we got him. Jamal Adams, we're going to let you walk. Mainly just because I feel like we could get you for that same amount in free agency. I mean, it had to be a damn good player. Okay. Tyree Wilson is an interesting situation. And the sole reason I say that is because we don't have an answer at edge right now. And I don't know if Tyree Wilson can be that answer. I'm going to reject the 5th-year option. I will say, though, he's going to go in the trade block. Zamir White doesn't want to return. Okay, go ahead to free agency, buddy. Wish you the best. Darnay Holmes. He's a good slot corner, and for a 1-year deal, I'm not against it. I'm not sure I'm down with that much money. We've got plenty, though, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, never mind. He's going to go to free agency. Oh, Malcolm Kuntz wants to stay now. You wanted to get the fuck up out earlier, too. Well, I'm going to let you hit free agency, and we're just going to see, what happens. Jordan Meredith doesn't want to be here, so center is an issue. Kelly is just depth that I don't care about. Kenny Pickett hates us. Landon Roberts doesn't want to be here. I'll let him hit free agency. I'm not going to bring back a lot of guys. I will say the one positive is Devin White. Go to free agency. Have some fun. Lonnie Johnson. We don't have anything at safety. I mean, he didn't really have an opportunity. I'll offer what he wants. If he doesn't take it, I'm not gonna be too mad. Okay, he takes it. So we've got some depth at safety. It's not a bad contract that we can't get off of, so don't worry about it. Thomas, withdrawal, Tristan Cullum. You can go hit free agency, buddy. Will Putnam doesn't want to be here. We have no centers. Stone Forsythe. In reality, you're just as bad as you are in a video game. One of the 2 Connor McGoverns is still playing. He didn't retire. Daniel Carlson. I just don't want to have to deal with getting a kicker, if I'm being honest. So, $4 million. 4.3 mil for a year of a kicker. I'm good with it. And what was the last one? Everyone's long snapper is retiring or leaving. We didn't have any snap issues. So if he accepts this, I'm good. Because I'll eat a 200,000 cap hit if I have to cut him. There we go. So we have a long snapper. Okay, Jermaine Pratt. $5 million a year, 2-year deal. It at least keeps one linebacker spot set. If I have to move him to Sam, I'll do it. But we have to fix our linebacker spots. And he's going to go for free agency. Alright. Initially, I was going to let him, and then suddenly he wanted to be here, so. What's the tag? I mean, that's not terrible. It's double what he would make in 1 year here. What is... What's the tag on Darnay Holmes? Woo-wee! What's the quarterback tag? Holy fuck, 46.2. Oh. Dude, the tag on some of these guys is insane. Holy shit. Okay. Well, after all that, let's talk about one thing. Okay. Can I not? Adjust line. Here we go. Mainly because I think I've got to upgrade them as well. Oh no! I can't actually look at the practice squad right now. Damn, I wanted to look at the practice squad. Because we actually aren't in a terrible spot when it comes to some situations because of who we have on the practice squad. Specifically, I said, you know, we gotta get better at edge rusher. We do have Miles Murphy, who became available, and I put him on the practice squad. Expect him to make the roster. Expect him to make the roster. So he'll be, at worst, at least a backup on the team. So, yeah, no, there's something. At wide receiver, though, we're going to have to find something because we have literally 3 receivers currently. Well, 5 if you count these 2. We'll see what happens on free agency. I have one specific player. Let's keep going before I take up too much time. Okay, nope, nothing happened. Okay, I was worried. Staff improvement. What's this? One season ends, another one begins. For players and coaches, their goals are the same. Find weaker areas and make them strengths to bring into a new year. Hi, Pete. Took your job. Look forward to the upcoming season. I was hoping to get your opinion on how I can improve as a coach. Well, we did a decent job at stopping the run. Not great, but a decent job. The biggest issue is we couldn't stop a passing attack to save our ass last year. Be a key part in that identity, coach. Okay, cool. We need to affect the quarterback's timing in the pocket. Okay, Pete's got ideas. I did not mean to click that. Oh, we got 3 players ready to negotiate? What 3 players are ready to negotiate? Oh. Oh, Terrell Edmonds. I did not see you here. We're going to let you walk for now. Just because, I mean, I feel like we could get the same type of offer in free agency. Oh. Didn't we re-sign him, though? Am I going crazy? We re-signed both of you. Okay. Long snapper's back. We get the cool glitch of the black screen. Okay, just over 4 mil. Okay. Cool. That was weird. That was really fucking weird. I want to make sure we have our kicker and long snapper. Yeah, we're good. Oops, that was our punter, not our kicker, but we should be good. We've got our long snapper. We've got our long snapper, which means we should have our kicker. We're good. That was weird. Nothing new to really go through. Let's go to stage 1. Let's go to free agency. Ooh, we're moving quicker than normal. Oh, we had some more retirements? Who fucking retired? Troy Hill and Ezekiel Elliott. Okay. Okay. So we have 141 million to play with. Now, before we even get started here, I have to do what I need to do, which is put some guys on the trade block. Should have done it. What the fuck's the... Why can't I look at... GM office is the roster. Alright. First off, quarterback. Add to trade block. We would have to eat some dead money, but I'd be willing to do it. That's all I'm gonna say. Also, Tyree Wilson is gonna go to the trade block. I don't think the future is there with Tyree Wilson. So if we can get something for him, I will take it. I just realized Alex Kappa did not retire. Are you kidding me? Cut this man right now. Give me that $5.9 million in cap space. I'm sorry. We don't have a center, so keep your eyes on center. Okay. We could look for a wide receiver, but it's got to be kind of a physical, like go up and get it type of receiver. We are going to be looking at a fullback. Whether I draft one or not is the question. Running back, could look it for a backup there. Let's see. Strong safety, we'll see. If there's a good enough free safety, I'm interested. Corner is also a target. Linebacker is also a target. Now, more so for the draft. Defensive tackle, if there's a good enough name out there. We're going to spend. We're spending money. We're shopping. Actually, you know what? Before we jump into the market, before I go spending money that I shouldn't spend right now, let's actually see how some of my favorite players did at the Combine. Brian Donahue, how did you play? How did you do at the Combine? 4.86, that's actually not too bad for quarterback. I wish that you got ball speed. I understand that throw power is essentially that, It says he's got elite throw power, but I kind of wish they gave you ball speed. Let's look at our boy, who is now our top target. Where is he? There he is. Top 5 talent. The Jags are a top fit for him. In reality, hey, I ain't go. 4.5 speed at middle linebacker, excuse me. 29 reps. 33.9 on the vert. 4.4 on the 4.4 on what, the 20? Okay, guys, put him on the board. Put him at the top of the board. Jerry Banks is at the top of our board. He's at the top of the list. Top of the list. There's not a single player that is probably going to beat him out. We are 100% all eyes on Jerry Banks. We do need to make sure we have a backup plan at middle linebacker, but there's another 4.5 40 from a linebacker, Jamal Terry. There was a defensive tackle, a couple that I found earlier today. Holy shit, 4.47 from a defensive tackle? Goddamn. Alright, Dylan Stanley's got first round talent. Good to know. I knew at least one of you two was good. Who the fuck are you? Put him on the board. And actually, take Max McGee off. Anybody else here that... What did I tell you about defensive tackle? Holy shit, there's a lot of good defensive tackles. Okay, who you want to look at first? Aaron Firth or Ben Torres? Because we're drafting them. At least one of them. They've got first to second round talent, and they're two of the lowest rated tackles on the board. They're 213 and 214 respectively. I'm going to go with the 6'4" Ben Torres first. Let's see. How was your combine, Ben? 36 reps. Not the best. Very, very middle of the road athletically. But those skills. Those skills, though. I will say I made a point when I was looking at defensive tackle to pay very close attention to block shed. I paid massive attention to block shed. So a lot of the guys I put on the board have like B block shed. What about Aaron Firth? Top 10 in reps? We'll take it. I might draft both of them. Ooh, that injury issue. I like all the B's in there, but the injury is a little worrisome. I still might draft both of them. Alright, so all the fucking fullbacks are just... Who had the most bench? Alright, it's these two that had the most bench. What a shock. The blocking fullbacks had the best benches. If we get one Firth, we've got to get the other. That's all I'm going to say. You better not get drafted. What about centers here? We don't know enough about these other centers. No, their talent yet. That's fine. I haven't looked at a lot of the edge rushers, so 4.6 speed. 4.7? Holy shit. I don't know if we're going to find that answer pass rusher this season. I'll say that much. We are going to find the answer defensive tackle this year. That's the only thing I do know. And possibly center. Those are the two positions, if we head into free agency here and one guy's on the board, that I guarantee we will find the answer to. Please, for the love of God, show me one player and let him have interest. I am going to throw all the money at him no matter what, but come on. He doesn't want to be here, but I don't give a shit. Money talks and bullshit walks. Hello, Tyler Linderbaum. How are you doing? Huh, you want a lot of money, eh? Well, guess what? Ooh, I know a team with a lot of money, eh? That's a lot I'd be paying for a center. That's, whew, what, 16 mil a year? For only a 3-year deal? So 3 years, 51 million. I mean, we're gonna have to overpay for him because he has no interest in being here. That money is not going to be enough. There's no way that money's enough. Oh. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe that money is enough. Maybe that money is enough. I said it myself. Okay. Should we offer to Devin Lloyd? Yes. Do I see the point in offering to Devin Lloyd when we have Jerry Banks probably in our back pocket come the draft? No. So I'm probably going to just step away from Devin Lloyd. I did eyeball him early on, but my focus was fully towards Tyler Linderbaum. This was my main priority, was get center situated and be good to go. Now, I would love to know why no one likes us. Why do you not like us? Okay, we don't have a franchise quarterback. Ooh. That's a good reason not to like us. Shit. Okay, let me look at positions to see who might like us at all. Who's available at quarterback? The fact that this is our best target. I would definitely go Daniel Jones or Mac Jones first. Okay. So running back, I really just want a backup. we're still probably going to draft a guy. Is there like a receiving back that I can find? Maybe a Rashad White might work. Oh yeah, definitely would work. Ooh, Keaton Mitchell will be fun. How much does Rashad White want? 5.3 mil a year. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't want to give you that much money, if I'm being honest. Might be a situation where I just kind of wait and see. Huh. Zonovan Knight. Favoritism. Yeah, I don't see anything that is gonna really make me go, yeah, I need this dude. Yeah, there's not much here, which I didn't expect much, and I was only looking for a backup anyways. We might just see what's available after the draft, really. I might not worry about running back too much. I mean, you're going to be the backup to literally the best back in football now in Ashton Genty. Like, you're going to see some snaps, not a lot though. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not too terribly worried about that. If I'm being honest, I don't want to pay that much for Romeo Doubs. I like Romeo Doubs. I wouldn't want to pay that much for him. And he would be the type of receiver I would want for this team right now. He's got a better release than Jacoby. Maybe I could shortchange him, given he's got a lot of interest. Why is Christian Watson decent? Now, it is the 96 speed, probably talking more so than anything for me, but we know the team we're using. I'm not gonna lie, I contemplated it solely because return man, but I'm not paying 6 mil for a return man. Yeah, there ain't much here when it comes to the type of receiver I'm looking for. Let's go. Let's just throw a bit of cash at him. 3 years. Cut that guarantee down slightly. Just see what the interest is. We are at the top of the board. Okay. So I went like a mil less than what he wanted, so we'll see. Tight end. I'm not really worried. I have no players that I'm sitting here going like, oh, we got to get a tight end here. I might go for Jelani Woods just because. You imagine Jelani Woods in this tight end room? Whew. Kohler'd be a nice blocker. I would not, well, I was going to say I would not mind just a guy that could do what Mercedes Lewis did last year, which was play fullback. Brock Wright could be that guy. Yep, really not doing anything here. Left tackle. We've got the rookie behind, or the second-year man now behind Colton, so I'm not too worried. Tevin Jenkins is available at guard. Huh. We already put our bid in there, and if we don't get him, I'm going to be sad. We're going to have to go after the other McGovern, maybe. Or Luke Wattenberg. I don't know how I feel. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. I mean, he's on the right side, which for me is more your run blocking side, but oh, God, that pass blocking is atrocious. Oh. Oh. I'll stick with what we got right now. Hell, I feel like grabbing a guy after the draft might be a better idea. Evan Neal might still be there. Why so many guys don't want to be here? Like, I had my eyes on Josh Pascal as a possibility, and he doesn't want to be here. We're in Vegas. You guys can do stuff. Like, come on. I mean, I get like Aziz ain't happy with the base scheme. That's fine, but come on. Before I go any further, let me look and see if a guy that I wanted is available here. Hargrave. Tart. What type of contract do you want? 1-year deal? I'm not against a 1-year deal. That's definite. He's not here, is he? Ooh, Willie Collins is interesting. Although I think I just like him for what he's done in reality. He's not here, damn it. He is Bobby Brown. Ooh, 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 yay. Oh, I didn't think he was going to be here. Ooh. What's that block shed? 79. Who's got the best block shed of the bunch? Jay, as expected. Alright. The young guys, it's Bobby Brown. Okay. I mean, it's only $5 mil. He only wants a 1-year deal, so a prove-it deal. I will say the only thing stopping me is I want to play JJ Pegas as much as physically possible next year. So I think what I'm going to do is probably just worry about JJ Pegas, take at least one of the guys in the draft, and see how that goes. Because there's no, like, dominant force here. I could sign him as a backup plan just in case of emergencies. He's got plenty of guys that can go to the practice squad. And Bobby Brown would be our best defensive tackle on paper. Keep that in mind. Uche. Man. Slim Pickens. What are the moves here? I'm not paying 19 mil for 1 year of Khalil Mack. I'm not doing that. As cool as it would be, like, as cool as it would be to bring him back. I don't know if it's worth it. I bring back Khalil Mack. I mean, we got all the cap room in the world, so it's not like it's going to be crazy if I do it. It's a 1 year deal, I don't have to worry about it. He hates the scheme, I can tell you that. Oh, no, he doesn't. He hates that we have no franchise quarterback. You know what? How about this? How about we go not 19.5, mostly guaranteed. 11 mil guaranteed. We've got the money. I would have doubled up on streams if Thursday had won the... If tomorrow had won the poll, I would have doubled up on streams. I would have taken a little bit of a break, because it would have been, you know, a 4-hour break. But I would have doubled up on streams. That's why I put the option in there. Holy shit, Sam linebacker is bad. Oh my god, there's no one. Yeah, no, I'll just sign one. I'm not even going to bother. I'll sign one after the draft. Middle linebacker. Ooh, Nakobe Dean is here. Ooh, that can be my backup plan. I don't mind that for 7 mil. Keep that in mind next time. I mean, if I'm putting it on the poll, then it's an option. I put it on the poll because I do it. Now, the sole reason we're not doing it this weekend is just because I've had like 2 straight weeks with no social life, so outside of streams. So, yeah. Well, Zeke, welcome to the stream. Yep, let's go Nakobe Dean. I like Nakobe Dean. He's got speed. I'm gonna probably have to... Well, you know, he likes us. 14.2, I'll go 14.8. Yep, we're doing the wheel Monday. We're doing the wheel Monday. We'll see what the wheel gives us. Ooh, we're fighting Jacksonville for him. Yeah, I just want to know who's offering. I need to know who's offering to Devin Lloyd. Because, Jacksonville, why are you going after Nakobe Dean? Just go after Devin Lloyd. Just keep Devin Lloyd, man. Oh my god, he did hit. I did not think Ivan Pace was actually going to hit the market. I did not think he was actually going to hit the market. Okay, and he likes us? Yeah. Yeah, give me young Ivan Pace Jr. We're over. Ooh, I cannot let you go, Tennessee. I would not expect Dean to hit the market in reality. But hey, he hit the market, and we have a plan at linebacker, but that's a good backup if something falls out. Ivan Pace is the perfect guy to have as like a sub linebacker. So, whoo, if we can get him, pair him with Jerry Banks, woo, woo. Okay. Are you kidding me? Am I really gonna have to go Greg Newsome as my best option? Oh no. No, Dax Hill is here! Ooh, he hit the market. I thought he wouldn't hit the market. Ooh. Okay, I've got options now. Okay, I can go Greg Newsome or Dax Hill. What's the difference in contracts here? 11.6, 9 points. So it's a $2 million difference. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, your zone coverage is nowhere near as good as I thought it was. Ooh. Okay, never mind. Greg Newsome is killing you by a mile, Dax. And that's unfortunate. Really, the only thing you control is kind of your athletic traits. And you tackle better, which that does worry me a bit. So, this is the fun part here. Here's the question. Toughness, 82, that's perfectly fine. As long as you're decently in the 80s. Okay, if we can pull off Greg Newsome, which I'll tell you this much, Greg Newsome's hitting the market. As a Jags fan, I can tell you Greg Newsome's hitting the market. Shit. Okay, wait a minute. I need to go to my negotiations. Timeout. You know what? We have to pull this offer right now for you, Khalil, because I've got other guys I wouldn't worry about right now. Because there are certain guys I did not think would hit the market. Greg Newsome I kind of expected to hit the market. I'm not going to go any higher than that. 35 over 3. It's a little pricey. What are we looking at? Only one offer on Dax. That's what they always do for the first wave of free agency. They limit you, which it makes sense because during the first wave of free agency, teams focus on the players they want the most, and it allows for certain players to fall under the radar. This is our backup plan. I'm just gonna tell you now, this is our backup plan probably. Maybe I go Benny Bishop over you. Or me. I could bring Meek Robinson back. That might actually be the better plan. I just realized Deron Bland didn't make it to free agency. Damn. Oh, fuck you, Dallas. Still 95 million. Yeah. I do not want to have to fight Philly. 36 mil. Okay, that's got us right now as the top offer. We'll see if that stands. So let me look at safety. He doesn't want to be here, so I guess I'll not worry about it. God damn. So my best option's probably Brian Cook, which I'm not against it. Okay, no offers right now on Adarius Washington. That's good. What's the zone between you two? It's not terrible. You're just more of a hybrid guy, which I like more. Yeah, I might go Washington then. If we get the chance. Strong safety. We're good here. I don't have to go after Brisker. So. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to worry too much about that. Kobe Bryant's available. I like how all the strong safeties like us. The other defensive backs don't. Yeah. I think that's all we're going to do for now. For the 5. Okay. 4, 6, 3. Okay, so everybody has offers that we went after. Good. I'd rather have gone after guys that were getting offers early on and keep the guys with no offers for later. Here we go. Okay, guys made their decisions. 4 of 4. I had to up the offer a tad bit to beat out Philly, but we get Greg Newsome. We get Romeo Dobbs. We get Ivan Pace. And we get Nakobe Dean. That is huge. Now, the bigger issue here, I want to just point out the elephant in the room. The top target has yet to sign. Just want to keep that in mind. As for the other signings, George Pickens is a 49er. That seems a little too real. Kendall Fuller signs. Tevin Jenkins is a Bronco. Same with Alex Anzalone. Kobe Bryant goes to Washington. So does Treon Shoyanka. Jedrick Wills to the 49ers. Jalen Coker to the Jets. I hate how much I like that signing. Elijah Chapman. Jamal Adams to Washington. That fits. Okay. Emory Jones to Minnesota. I don't know why they signed him, but you know. Okay. So, that leads us back to one Khalil Mack. Once again, 19.5 over 1, 11 mil guaranteed. I think it'd be funny if we brought him back to put him with Max Crosby. Okay, I am very happy about that cornerback situation now. That moves Eric Stokes inside to be our nickel. Makes me feel a lot better about that. Yeah, I'm not going to fight for Reed Blankenship at 9.2 mil. As much as I would like him, I'm not going to fight for him. I would rather Ardarius Washington. I'm probably going to have to pay a bit more if I want to lock him up. So, yeah, that's more guaranteed than... I don't really want to give you that much guaranteed, but might have to live with it. And that takes you to 29. Yeah, okay, 22.4 over 3. We'll live with it. We are the only offer on the table. Meanwhile, at inside linebacker, Devin Lloyd is still a hot commodity, if you were wondering. Outside linebacker, no offers on Jermaine Pratt. Wow. I understand wanting Alex Anzalone. That's a good player. I'm a big Alex Anzalone fan. I am curious, what's the situation with Bobby Brown? Still no offers, so I could still look to bring him in if I wanted to. I'm not going to. Not right now. What's funny is all the guys I had, like, kind of check marked as, okay, this is the guy I want to look at, like pass rusher. None of them want to come here. Because, like, I eyeballed Aziz. I eyeballed Brandon Browning a bit. Josh Paschal was one I eyeballed. Yasir Gross Matos was another one. But, like, none of them want to be here. I understand why he doesn't. He doesn't want to be behind Crosby, which he wouldn't be. He would start. But, you know, whatever. I'm not bringing in Ryan Kelly at that price point just to be a mentor. I'm just looking to see if there are any mentors well down the line. Nope. A lot of bridge guys. No mentors. Ryan Kelly's the only one. That's crazy. I'm trying to think if there's any other position that I'm like, yeah, this is where I want to go now. I keep coming back here. I keep coming back to this position. My brain keeps saying, hey, look, you might want to grab one. You say get Jones. Which Jones? That's the real question. Mentor. Ooh, Mariota would be nice just to have on the roster as a mentor if we do get a rookie. And Daniel Jones. So they both want 2-year deals. Here's the question. I would feel safer with Mac. Because he's not as injury prone. Now, given right now, if we were to sign one of them, they would be the backup. Currently. I did not know Nevada had no income tax. That makes a lot of sense. I hate that I'm looking at this. I may have to look at Aiden O'Connell before I make my decision on that. Rashard White still has no offers, which is very surprising. What's your catching ability? 70. Jaleel McLaughlin wouldn't be a bad pickup. 92 carrying, I like that. Could be our pass catcher. I think that's what we'll do there. Tell you everything. Alright, we'll give Jaleel McLaughlin a 2-year deal. Short 2-year deal. We got all our big signings out of the way. Do I want to sign a fullback or do I want to draft one? Here's the question. Who's the better blocker? Reggie Gillum by a mile right now. Yep, if we're gonna sign a fullback, it's Reggie. I think I'll do that just because. I'm not going to give you any guaranteed money, though, because we may draft a fullback. I will up your... I'll go $2.5 million, no guarantee, though. I'm just going through looking, see if there's anybody I might want to try and sign here. Josh Wiley I'd be interested in. Just because I liked him at Cincinnati. Could go after Donald Parham. I don't know, Parham might make a good third tight end. Alright. Let's just go. Let's just move on. We should move on. We've got our guys here. I'm just contemplating if I want to offer more to Linderbaum. We are the top offer. If he does not accept this, like, accept it here, then I definitely am going to have to offer more. Here we go. Okay, 2 guys made their decision. We got Washington, and we got McLaughlin. Okay. Free agency going really fucking well right now. Bro, you just gotta take this contract, my guy. I'm giving you a big money deal. Here, I'll round out the guaranteed and I'll round out that. I'm offering 48 over 3 because I need a damn center. Take the money. That's not as much as I offered before, I assume. $51 over 3. 51 over 3. There we go. 51 over 3. I got scared. I got scared. We're still the only one in Khalil Mack and the fullback, so not really too worried there. Dude, the fact that Devin Lloyd hasn't taken an offer yet is crazy. Who's been signed? Ooh, Jaquan Brisker to the Titans. That's actually a pretty good signing. Jacoby, man! Really? Alright, we're gonna see him next year. Reed Blankenship to Jacksonville. That's a thing I could see happening. Kendall Fuller to the Steelers. Dax Hill to Carolina. Amari goes to the Steelers. Nate Landman to Indy. Gabe Davis to the Falcons. Gardner to Cleveland. Dear Lord. Yeah, that's because I want the top center. We don't have a center on roster. I want to point that out. We don't have a center on roster and we have money. Because we're not paying anyone. Alright. I think at this point, I just kind of need to make sure I know what else I got to go after. Because I think here, it's just guard depth. At center? You want me to just... You want our quarterback to die? You want Ashton to die? Well, I can make some savings cutting AOC. Maybe I do grab another quarterback. Yeah, maybe I do grab a quarterback. I feel good at running back now. I feel like we can draft a guy or get an undrafted free agent and feel pretty good. We put in an offer for a fullback. We are set at wide receiver. I'm not going to worry anymore here. Yeah. Now, Dobbs isn't the exact receiver style I was looking for, but I think he fits really good with Dante Thornton on the outside. And then that allows Trey Tucker or Betch to play in the slot. And really, Tucker played pretty good as the 4. So, might play it that way. And he's good depth. I could probably use a tight end, but that may be more a draft thing or undrafted free agency. Again, we don't have a center. Could use a backup right tackle. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot about this guy. I thought Higas, Hemingway, and Lalu were the only ones on our roster. I mean, we're gonna draft a couple, so not really too scared there. Right, we've at least got a starter, middle linebacker. We've reunited Brian Asamoah and Ivan Pace. And now we at least have a starting 3 at corner. Safety, we have a starting free safety I'm happy with. Chris Smith, I can move if I want, because Lonnie Johnson can be the backup. Or Lonnie Johnson could start at strong safety if an injury happens. Probably the game plan. Keep in mind, here are our draft picks. A first, a second, a third, a fourth, a sixth, and a seventh. So yeah, I think the game plan is going to be to grab a quarterback to essentially fight with Aiden O'Connell for the roster spot. And that might be it. The rest is depth. If I want to go after a depth guy. So yeah, we're going to still have about 50-odd million in cap. Yeah, it's mainly because I just didn't sign a defensive tackle. And I still could go after Bobby Brown if I wanted to. Let me look at the backup right, like depth right tackles. What do we got? No. I hate to say that I'm just going to wait, but like I feel like any of these guys could be available after the draft. Well, nope, boom, maybe not. Once again, that's an expensive fucking backup. Yeah, no. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Here's the question. Do I try and sign Bobby Brown? It'll be a 1-year deal. I'd be down to give him a 2-year deal personally, but 1 year kind of fits given we are going to try and fix it however possible with the draft. What's your pass rush moves? You don't really got any. You're just a really good tackler. So you are a pure nose. 324. I feel like just signing him to a deal at least gives me, once again, a backup plan. And that's what I feel like I should at least be doing. I'm going to do this because he has not a lick of interest. I will give him a $4 million deal. I'm lowballing him, but very little in guarantees. He's a backup plan. Tart was my original thought process for a backup plan, but I like Bobby Brown a lot. And I mean, Tart would make sense. Once again, could be a guy, though, that slips through. So I think that's everything. I think that's all the guys I'm really going to target. Hey guys, look at Dangbo's here after he signed that massive fucking contract. Yep. I think I'm just gonna... Whoops. I'm just gonna sit back with those 4 offers we now have. And look at that. We've got 59 million still in cap. We'll see what happens after this evaluation period. And nobody accepted it. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm not getting in a fight over Khalil Mack. I'm not going to get in a fight over old man Khalil Mack. Young Khalil Mack, we're getting in a fight over. Old man Khalil Mack, I don't think's worth getting in a fight over. And that does mean we need to go back and figure out what the fuck we can do with pass rushers. Za'Darius, do you still have any juice left in the tank? Maybe. Not much, if any. Should just go to available. 11.3. Should be enough, more than likely, to win us that. But we'll see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to get him. 1-year deal for Zadarius Smith. At least it gives us a veteran edge. I don't know how much that's going to help us in the long run. It's definitely a situation where I'm still going to be looking. But we'll see. Okay. That's phase 1 of free agency done. You see why these streams take forever? I get real picky during free agency. Stage 2, here we go. But now we've essentially done all our buying for the most part. So. Who the fuck retired? William Golson and Cornelius Lucas. Okay. Weight off the shoulders. You see him. We're going straight to free agents because I just need to bask in the glory of Tyler Lindenbaum being a fucking Raider. That was the signing we needed. That was the one. Without that, this whole free agency's a bust. We're good at center for the long term. Yes. We can run up the middle. And we still have $68 million in cap, which means, I know they're still here. Oof, I'm not gonna fight over a fullback. Alright. How the fuck is Devin Lloyd still available? I can get into that fight if I feel like it. I'm not going to. But I could. And I'd think about it, but we have Ivan Pace. If I hadn't gotten Ivan Pace, I probably would get in that fight and play Devin Lloyd at outside. Okay. Yeah, we're essentially done. It's just all depth at this point. We're just looking for depth, guys. We could get Jake Bates. I don't want to kick Carlson to the turf, but Jake Bates. I'm not gonna lie, if he makes it to free, like full free agency, I'm tempted. Could even get a backup center if I wanted to. I'm trying to think if I want to try and find a return man. You know, like a Greg Dortch. I think I'll leave that to undrafted free agency. Should I sign a backup center as well? Should I spend like a shit ton of money just on center? Really, the only position I have not spent the money on is the position you would have thought I would have spent the money on early, which is defensive tackle. still go after Tart, but I've got plans. Let me get a backup. Let me get a backup right tackle. I'd rather, like, try and get a backup right tackle now than sit there and not have one and be stuck with the worst possible option. Yeah. We'll go 1 year. I'll go 1 year 7. I'm not going to give you the contract you want. Let's see, is there a tight end that I think fits here? I want to know how bad of a blocker is Jelani Woods. Actually, he's better than I thought he'd be, if I'm being honest. Who's the best run blocker available? Tucker Fisk, Jeremy Ruckert, Braden Willis, John Fitzpatrick. Okay. Just because I think it'd be funny, I'm going to go a 1 year deal. I'm going to go a 1 year, $3 million deal for Jelani Woods. He can fight Albert O for that third spot right now. Get another corner while I'm here, because there's still plenty of guys on the board to go after. How good is Martin Emerson in coverage? Not as good as I would hope. Great press corner. Fits what I would want there, but the man's not good enough to counteract that. Given how bad the corner market, the corner prospects are in the draft, personally, I do want to grab one more. And I want a guy that can play the slot. So I think I'm going to go with Meek Robertson. He might be the best bet. It's either him or Kobe Durant, I think, are our options. Oh, maybe Nixon? So I need someone with decent enough press and then decent enough man. No, you don't have the press. Never mind, Kobe. And Vinny Bishop works too. Fuck it. Well, he's got one offer. I doubt we're going to keep that offer. With what I was going to offer, I doubt we're going to beat it. So. You know what? Give me Martin Emerson. I'd rather be safe than sorry. I am not going to give you a lot of guaranteed money. I'll say that much. I'll offer you a tad bit more in normal salary, but not going to give you a lot guaranteed. Let's see. What's his offers, I wonder? Oh, we're the only offer. Okay. McCreary would have been a go-to if I wanted another slot, but... And I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'm gonna grab a safety. I came into this thinking I was gonna grab 2 safeties, one at each spot. I don't think I'm gonna grab a safety. Well, maybe I changed my mind seeing the tackling ability of Quentin Lake. I don't know. I'm not going a 2-year deal. Just don't want to go a 2-year deal. I'll give you a tiny bit of guarantees. 3.6 over 1. Shortchanging a lot of these guys, but they have no offers, so. Okay, I'm glad I re-signed my long snapper. I'm very happy I re-signed my long snapper. No! Well, we missed out on Indy. So we have to settle for the other Jones. I'm sorry. I'll give him 3.5 mil over 1. Are we the only offer? We are the only offer. Yep. I think we're just going to draft a fullback. So I think I've done everything I want to do as far as depth's concerned currently. Khalil Mack has gone to the Chargers. So these are kind of our last free agent targets. Quentin Lake, Martin Emerson, Jermaine Illuminor, there we go. Bobby Brown, Jelani Woods, Mac Jones. We're the only team offering any of them. Just accept the fucking offers, guys. Somebody did. Martin Emerson did. He was down. So we add another corner to the room. More depth. Oh, I think Mac accept. Nope, Mac didn't accept. Who the fuck accepted? Was that Bobby Brown? Bobby Brown, we got another tackle. So there's our backup. Backup plan is in place. Who the fuck accepted that one? Oh, Illuminor. Yep. Okay. Okay. Got 3 more targets. Nobody's after them. So hopefully we lock those guys up. As far as everything else, we'll check pro day results during the draft. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I do want to know the final mock draft, because this kind of decides my thought process. So, okay, Yep. Okay. They have Brian Donahue going 7. We will not get a quarterback. Yep. We will not be drafting a quarterback unless we take a flyer on a guy late. I can guarantee you of that. And yeah, we will get Jerry Banks. Jerry Banks is the guy we're taking at 30, and we don't have to move. We don't want to. Okay, cool. Good to know. I don't think anybody I was interested in, like, fell out of the first round. I do want to look at some of these ends. And specifically, if I get the chance, I wouldn't mind looking at some of these ends right at the bottom. So like Stephen Long and Darren McGuire. Like I wouldn't mind figuring them out. So stage 3. And really all we're doing now is just moving. We're just going now. I thought this was always the moment you got, like, some visits. Still nobody after him? So the only 3 left? Gwen Lake, Jelani Woods, Mac Jones. There we go. The excitement of Mac Jones versus Aiden O'Connell for the backup quarterback role has to be so enticing, isn't it? You guys are pumped for that, aren't you? You've never been more excited in your life. I will say, though, I'm happy with these first 5, specifically. These first 5 are great. Nakobe Dean, I'm happy we got. And I think McLaughlin could be a little bit of a steal for what I want him to do. Okay, so we're done. We are done with free agency. I'll just do the other evals. And for the big signings, if you want to see them, Taylor Moton goes to the Rams. Devin Lloyd is a Brown on a very cheap deal. Holy shit, that is a cheap deal. Khalil Mack is a Charger. George Pickens goes to the Niners. DJ Reader to the Panthers. Bobby Wagner to the Steelers. Trent Brown to the Cards. Brisker to the Titans. Jacoby, we'll see him twice a year now. Joe Bitonio goes to the Niners. Ryan Kelly goes to Tennessee. Blankenship to Jacksonville. Najee Harris to the Jets. Any other big ones here? Brian Robinson goes back to Washington. Roger McCreary to the Bengals. Kevin Byard and Damian Pierce to Cincinnati. Christian Watson to the Jets. Not a lot of massive crazy moves. The big one was us. You know, De'Ami Brown to Carolina. That makes sense. Jermaine Pratt went to Tennessee. I was about to say just like Rowdy, but he went to the Colts. Ooh, Benny Bishop, Tennessee. That's a good signing for them, actually. Alright. No real crazy signings. Like, nothing really crazy from our division. Very surprised. Like, the Chargers made a couple moves, and that was really it. I don't even think I saw the Chiefs in here. Yeah, I didn't see the Chiefs do nothing. Okay, so we know who our first pick's going to be. We know that. Question is, who are our other picks going to be? Because that I'm not so sure of. right now. Let's just move on to the draft. Well, to the recap. There's private workouts. I was about to say. Now, all I remember is you have to choose them from the same spot. So I'm just going to do them from here if I can. Don't remember the pass rushers now. Oh. Okay, I'm going to have to put them on my favorites and do it from there, because it's easier that way. Stephen Long, that was one of them. Fuck. Oh, shit. Where are you from? Florida State. Where's the other guy from? Where's the other rusher from? McGuire. He's from Michigan State. Fuck, you're not even in the same area. I don't know if they've changed. Like, the thing where it has to be essentially the same area on the board or it's not going to work. But that's how it used to be, and that's why I'm worried. So we'll look at Spencer Long. We'll look at Darren McGuire. And I think the last guy I want to look at I want to know, and I'm only interested because they're giving us these specific things. I think it's Brian Torres was the one. Yeah, he was the one with the better injury. Alright. I want to know Brian Torres's legitimate talent. Well, they have him first to second. Never mind. I believe he'll be fine. Never mind. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to go corner. He was projected first, second round. Anybody down here that I was interested in? Because I didn't put a lot of guys on my board at corner because they were not good. I mean, most of these guys, we got their coverages on point, so okay, we actually don't have to worry about that. Yeah, we're just doomed at corner. I don't know what I want to look at with this last visit. Is there a running back I put on my board late? Yes. Marquise Moss. You know what? I'm going to bring in Marquise Moss, day 3 running back. I feel like that checks for me a little too much. Bring in Marquise Moss as our third guy. Let's hope it works. What the hell happened? Wait, Kalen Bullock just got traded? In the game, not in reality. I'm just curious what the deal was. So it's Bullock and a 7th round pick for Ray Davis. That's a terrible trade. That is a terrible trade. Unless Bullock's just not good in this game, that's a terrible trade. To the draft. Okay, guys, you ready? Anybody talking about what we should do? Nope. Let's see. So, Dash, the Quinyon Mitchell wants you to upgrade the pass rush. He's hoping the Eagles upgrade the pass rush. And JSM wants a quarterback. Damn. Alright. Let's do it. I'm not gonna lie. Out of habit, I almost clicked simulate. I don't know why my brain thought about it, but... Pause this damn draft. Okay. So. We know exactly what we're doing. And unless something crazy happens, we have Banks in the palm of our hand. So let's just go. First pick in the draft to the Bears. And they select the left tackle, Pineda. No shock there. The Jets take their quarterback of the future in Isaac Burr. The Lions take defensive tackle Landon Silvers. Wasn't my favorite tackle, fun fact. Was not my favorite tackle. Roger, welcome to the stream, man. Nice to see you pop in. Came in time for the draft. Cassidy Jackson, my favorite defensive tackle, now off the board. That man is a game wrecker. That's who I was going to take with our pick when I thought we were going to have a top 10, top 5 pick. That's who I was going to try and get. But now, we're down at 30, you know, because we were, for some reason, good. Christopher Callahan goes to the Saints, so they have their new franchise quarterback. The Giants go Mitch Young, defensive tackle, as the 3rd defensive tackle in the last 4 picks. And there goes Brian Donahue. So there's one quarterback left on the board that I had any interest in. Tyrone Snow goes to Miami. Really good cornerback. The Browns select Eric Medina. All the quarterbacks are off the board. We're not getting a quarterback in this draft. Carlos Booker, the first pass rusher, is off the board. Goes to the Chargers, so they get the future behind Khalil Mack after they re-signed him. Josh Esparza. What is he in? Offensive lineman? Yeah, tackle. No wonder I didn't recognize the name. And there goes Clements, the cornerback. Sean Clements. So far, everything's rolling smooth. Ben Gant goes to Cleveland with their 2nd pick. There goes my favorite corner off the board, Antoine Sanborn. He's going to be really, really good. Teron Holloway is off the board, my 2nd favorite defensive tackle. And then goes Barner, another defensive tackle, off the board. You think there was a good position group in this class? Is that Tim Christian? Yep. Can't see what he played. I believe cornerback. Another corner off the board. Neal is gone. Trevante Neal from Memphis. Denver takes Calvin Winthrop. Don't think anything's changed. West Virginia. Titans take Landon Campbell. Almost every corner with any talent is off the board. There goes the only safety I really, really liked. Trevor Moulton, and we have to face him twice a year. I'm not happy about it. And my favorite center is gone. That's why we had to get Linderbaum in free agency. Ramon Cruz is off the board. Oh, I should have looked at the centers. Oh, that's who I should have used the workout on instead of a fucking running back. Next pick is outside linebacker Donnie Elliott out of Wisconsin. Dallas then selects, what is that? Jeff Coleman, right tackle. Shelton Allen off the board, another defensive tackle. That was, I believe, the last tackle I had really any big interest in. Dude, J.J. Wayne is still on the board. That's crazy. Okay, so these two do have first to second round talents. Out of curiosity, what about that running back? Day 3. Okay, good to know. I should have done it on one of the centers, because there's a couple of centers I liked. Like later, I should have done it on like Jordan Escobar or like one of these undrafted guys. I regret not doing that. Ugh. Fuck. Okay, so this is interesting now, because now that I know these guys are good, now I'm tempted to look at them. I know who we're taking. I'm not going to go away from a top 5 talent. But now I'm kind of mad that I don't get a pass rusher. I should have used my visits for all late round guys, so I could have found some gems. That's what I should have done. I fucked up. Dallas, with their second first round pick from the Packers, take Steve Soto, outside linebacker. Sean Chason, outside linebacker, goes to the Ravens. You got Sean Brown, safety to Minnesota. You got 2 picks left. If they fuck this up, I'm going to be so mad. Quinyon Mitchell wanted pass rush. They took pass rush. Darren McGuire, first to second round talent. So, good talent. I am not moving. I'm not doing anything. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to take our middle linebacker. Where is he? Oh, first round talent for Dylan Stanley. That's good to know. If he falls, cool. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm not going to take the best player on our board. We may need a quarterback. We may need a defensive tackle. We may need a kicker, punter, and long snapper. You know what we also need? A dominant inside linebacker that can lead this defense. And we found a guy who's 6 foot, 235 pounds out of LSU. With our first round selection, your Las Vegas Raiders select Jerry Banks, linebacker, Louisiana State. He wasn't just top 5, he was top 2. He was top 2. Great speed to cover and track down tackles. High football IQ routinely on display. And a sure tackler. This man is Luke Kuechly. We got Luke Kuechly. Hidden development. That's all I really cared about. 88 speed. Okay. 88 speed for Jerry Banks. Dude, that zone coverage is like in the 70s. Holy shit. Like, this dude's going to be good on blitzes, too, with that 88 speed. 80 strength is a little low, but that's fine. I don't know if they had his... They have his block shed. B. So it's going to be decent. Yeah. Yeah, that pick right there sealed it. I did not think he was going to be that good. I'm not going to lie. I did not have faith in Jerry Banks being that good. I thought he'd be good. I didn't think he'd be that good. I'm actually going to move chat. Move it over here. I certainly didn't think Jerry Banks was going to be that good. They said he was top 5. I did not expect top 2. Okay, the Bills beat us. Who are they taking? They're taking an outside linebacker, Nathan Metcalf. I will say this much. If I could trade up to get Stanley, I'd think about it. But we kind of need these picks. And if we get in a situation where I just feel comfortable trading down, I'm going to do it. Because I just would feel better that way. Alright, who'd Tampa take in the first round? Stephen Logan, outside linebacker. And we know he was first to second round talent. So, second round, here we go. How quickly does Dylan Stanley go is the question. Well, it's not first. It's Victor Poole who goes first. And you know what? Because we got one of the top players in the class, let me hit the music and put it on loop for a bit, just to celebrate. Because we got a hit out of our first pick, 100%. Jets get J.J. Wayne, the top receiver in the draft in the second round. They're trying to reutilize or reform that wide receiving core. Lions get Hairston, cornerback. I did not know much about Isaiah Hairston. Dylan Kane goes. He's falling. I thought he'd be gone by now. Kai Fitzsimmons goes to the Saints. Why is he still falling? Ethan Falk out of Texas goes to the Giants. Dylan Stanley is falling, man. Riley Moreland goes to the Falcons. Wayne Mason, left tackle, goes to Miami. Dude, there's no way. If he falls down to about 50, I'm going to start thinking about a trade up. Would they take Wheeler? Deion Wheeler, corner out of Oklahoma. I'm glad he didn't go there. Another wide receiver for the Chargers here, and Antoine Trapp. Carolina takes Mike Malone. A lot of Sam and Will linebackers going. Like, I didn't give a lot of worry to that. So, see if that comes back to bite me next season, but... And there he goes. Damn. Damn. If he had kept falling, I was going to think about Dylan Stanley to Seattle. We still do have 2 guys who we should get a chance at later in the draft anyways, so I feel fine about that. But if he had fallen to us, I would have taken him in a heartbeat. Now I don't know who we're taking, legitimately. I actually am going to look at the board before we skip this Jags pick. We're not taking you because we just took our linebacker who was top 5. Brandon Allen's available. I'm not really too worried about getting a wideout for the most part. Who's in my favorites? I think there's a lot of defenders, so... Yeah, I had Earl Cook in there, but he's not worth it. We could take the fullback if we wanted to now. Could go maybe one of the safeties. We don't know enough about them, I think, to justify it. But we could think about it. Like one of these 2 tackles, we're at least getting one of them. That's guaranteed. Probably Ben Torres, because he had the better injury rating. Is there anyone here? Oh, there's Trenton Hills too, who's 2 to 3. We've got better guys to go after. I'm probably not going running back, as much as it pains me. I didn't put as many guys as I thought on the favorites board. I found a lot of these like defensive tackles that were really good, and that was really all I added, given that is our biggest need, because all the good quarterbacks are gone. We might just look at one of the safeties then. Either Henderson or Pritchett. This is going to be the first actual decision we've got to make. Because, I mean, the game made the decision essentially for us, telling us Jerry Banks' talent. Okay, there goes Mike Ball. We wouldn't have even gotten the chance. He goes to Jacksonville after they let Devin Lloyd walk, who's now in Cleveland. And there goes Matt Henderson. I brought him up, and New England went, oh, you like that guy? That guy's on your board? We should take him. We should take that guy, I think. That's what we should do. Normally, it's Miami that hates me, but okay. Brandon Allen goes to Cincinnati. They add a receiver. Indy takes, who's that? Harding? Johnny Harding, running back. Ooh, tandem mate for Jonathan Taylor, maybe the future. Rams go Britt. And now the inside linebackers are gonna go. Okay. Glad we got ours already. Lawrence McNally, who's Pittsburgh. Denver takes Tracy Hobbs. Will linebacker. Pritchett's still on the board, so I could take a chance with him. Tennessee going with running back Julian Wooden. Who's Kansas City going with? Cornerback Max Smith. I did look at him. Or no, I didn't look at him because he had a disappointing All-Star game. That's what it was. He had a disappointing All-Star game. That's why his name's familiar. Another off-ball linebacker off the board. Houston taking Chad Calcutta. That's a good pass rusher name. I don't know how the fuck you're going to get playing time, but you have a great name, Chad. Dante Lane goes to Dallas. Houston with another second-round selection. They take a running back in Kadeem Carradine. Sammy Ebert off the board at defensive tackle. Keon McQueen to Baltimore. Getting ready for Derrick Henry's exit, maybe. Or just replacing Keaton Mitchell, one of the two. Another running back off the board, Shelton Morgan. All the running backs are going now. Good thing we have ours for the long haul. That's Gabe Davenport, wide receiver. Hi. So Pritchett's like the only guy I kind of know of that's on the board. Before we even think about our selection. I just want to look at guys. Just to see. Seth Wilkerson's available. I don't think he's a great quarterback. Here. Does have elite throw power. But nothing's really there. If you took this guy in like the 3rd or 4th round, then yeah, wouldn't feel bad about it, but... He ran a 4.4 at his pro day. We did sign a free safety. Strong safety is more what we need. I mean, he does have the hit power and the pursuit. We could bring him down to strong safety. I don't know. We're at that weird point where it's kind of like, do we just overdraft guys that we know are good, or do I take some guys that I kind of like that they say should go in these spots? Because I feel like I've got to make this pick count. I'm tempted to take one of the defensive tackles that's projected to go undrafted. I am very much tempted to just take one of these guys that's, I'm tempted to go just Ben Torres. He's my favorite of the two. Like, we need a defensive tackle. Dude's got 1st to 2nd round talent. He's projected to go undrafted, so we can wait on him. But I don't really have anybody on the board that, like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh yeah, I want that guy. I mean, especially at corner. Corner is gone. Like, all the good corners are out of here. You got a bunch of one-trick ponies, and that's about it. I'd argue Jerry DeVoe might be the best one remaining. What wide receivers are available? Not that we need one right now, but there's just nothing, man. I mean, I think I'm just going to take the guys I know are good at this rate. What about Levi Holcomb? Good finesse, decent power, can't block should. The stamina's a problem. Yeah, I don't see anybody that I think I prefer over the guys that I know at this rate. It's just weird to overdraft these guys this high when I know I can sit and wait. I need to see what the offers are. I've got to see what the offers are. So we can get a second round pick next year, or in 2 years from the Bears, and a 7th round pick next year. A 2 next year from Minnesota, a 4 and a 7 this year. That's tempting. A 3 and a 6 this year, a 7th next year from Seattle. 2 and a 4 next year and a 7th this year. I think right now Minnesota's winning the over. Because I'm perfectly fine trading out here. I don't feel comfortable with anybody in this pit, in this spot. We still will have a 3, 2 4s if we get Minnesota's 4th here. A 6 and 2 7s. And I'm fine with those picks. Yeah. Yep. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna trade out, grab a 2nd for next year, because I just don't feel comfortable with this class right now. Yeah. And that gives us an extra 2nd next year. So if we have to trade up for a quarterback, we can use it. So we trade out, and they take a wideout. Not something we were going to take. Buffalo takes a running back in Friedman. And Tampa Bay Buccaneers select what? Jermichael Cheeks. Running back. A lot of running backs went in that round. Whew. Jeffrey Burns goes. So we'll have near back-to-back 4th round selections. Keep that in mind. Tight end Pat Meyer goes to Philly. Seth Wilkerson to Jacksonville. Well, there's your backup quarterback. Not sure it's a great pick. Just say that much. Terry Thomas goes. Arizona gets another quarterback. Levi Holcomb goes. Seeing a lot of guys that we looked at now going off the board. Patrick Beckham, another edge rusher. There went Pritchett. If he had fallen all the way, I would have taken him here. I would have felt perfectly fine taking him here. But I just did not trust his skill set in the second round. And I guess I was right, since he goes to the Falcons. About the spot where he probably should have gone. I'll just say this, these next picks, both are going to be defensive tackles. We are just going to take the guys that we know are good now. We're going to focus on that and worry about everything else later. Because the one position we needed to clean up anyways was defensive tackle, and I'm going to make sure we clean up defensive tackle. A lot of these defensive backs, I don't know anything about at this rate. Earl Cook goes to Seattle, undrafted free agent talent. I'll tell you that right now. Oh, there went DeVoe. That's the only corner left that I kind of liked. Or no, okay, never mind. That's left tackle Brian DeVoe. That's not the corner I thought it was. Okay, running back to New England and Patrick Harris. Maybe hoping they can get another Damian Harris. Dear Lord, running backs are flying off the board. If you don't have a running back, you better draft one now or you ain't getting one. Indy takes Brett Wells, quarterback, Virginia Tech. Livingston, the left tackle. I'm just keeping my eye on these fucking teams because I don't know if they're going to try and fool me and take one of the guys I like out of nowhere. You know, I'm keeping my eyes peeled. I saw defensive tackle and got worried. That's not one of the two. Pierre McKinney, not a guy I know anything about. Kansas City takes a running back. Javier Collins. Earl O'Neal for the Niners. I will say we'll probably take a flyer now that we have this extra fourth. We'll probably take a flyer on a pass rusher or a safety, maybe even corner. Dear Lord, man. Running back after running back after running back after running back. Just wideouts and running backs. That's what this round's mainly been. A couple of quarterbacks thrown in there too. Sam Cruz, that's a good name. Minnesota takes left tackle Robinson. Theo Bigsby goes to Philadelphia. We started this, I believe, before Tank Bigsby got traded to Philly, so the Bigsby duo is not there. Let's make our selection. It's time to get our defensive tackles. I don't care that I'm overdrafting them by a country mile, but we need them. We know they're good. We need to fix that position. And I'm going to start with the guy I like best, and Ben Torres. $32 in true talent. 32. Normal development, I don't care. 90 strength, that's huge. He's not very fast, but he has a pure nose, so I wouldn't expect him to be fast. I like what we've got here. He's my favorite of the two, so we'll see if I may wait on the other guy, just because now I've got the one I wanted. So maybe I'll just settle down and not worry. I don't know why it's flashing. I assume that's an issue with the game. I assume that's a bug with the game. Either that or it's supposed to be camera flashes. Yeah, it's got to be a bug with the game. Max Jennings, wide receiver, gone. And the Bucks select in the third round Michael Nash, edge rusher. Alright, I'm not going to talk about any more picks. We are just moving. Now, given I don't know a lot of these players now, because I was paying a lot more attention to the guys that I thought we were going to get a chance to draft early on, which was, you know, the quarterbacks, people like that, the top defensive tackles. So I don't know a lot of the wide receivers and running backs and lower corners. Tier 4, man. There's not going to be any running backs or wide receivers for us to even pick from. Hell, I might get a chance at DeVoe, the corner, though. Jordan Blaylock. Dude, Nate Robinson just went to Miami, and he's playing right tackle now. I don't think that's a good pick, Miami. You know how short Nate Robinson is? I don't plan on trading, but I'm not going to, like, move to my pick just in case. If I get an offer I can't refuse, I'll make a move. I'm just happy I have two good picks right now. We got the number two in True Talent, and we got the number 32 in True Talent. I like how we're a pick behind on the top thing just because I'm going so quick. Dude, all the defensive tackles are now going. Oh my god, now it's a corner and defensive tackle draft now. That's all everybody's taking. Alright, there's an inside linebacker. I thought the linebacker class was pretty decent from what I had seen of it. Like, everybody's just going corners and defensive tackles. Another corner off the board. Yeah, if I want a corner, I'm going to have to take one quick. I will say it's going to be nice that I'm going to have a lot of, like, higher rated scouts next season. Because I upgraded all of, like, the scouting stuff. Just so we'll have a lot of good scouts. I want all the info. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, I'm very happy I took my tackle when I did. Because one of these guys would have just shocked me and taken, would have just taken the guy I wanted. Like, look at this. There's been like 7 tackles in this round. That's crazy. Alright. Let's see who's available. So we're now sitting in day 3. You've got Trevor Morrison just sitting here. First to second round talent. I'd assume you are not, given you're still here. Yeah, F catching normally isn't god-awful. It's normally like a 75, but, you know. This could, fourth round could be a spot for a guy like Escobar. I did say I wanted a, he can't run routes to save his ass. He's got decent enough hands, can't run routes to save his ass. Which is normally what these receivers are. They either can run routes or they don't have hand. They either run routes and don't have hands, or they have hands and can't run routes. One of the two. It's normally never anything else. Did DeVoe get taken at corner? Nope, he's still here. Jerry DeVoe. Don't know if I'm gonna draft him or not, but I like the pursuit and the block shed and the tackle. But McLeod could be a pick. Sam linebacker, he would give us a Sam linebacker and we wouldn't need another one. Why did I like Manny Wembley? Why are you on the board? I think it's just because you had power moves and can tackle. Which ain't bad. But you know, just curious why you were on the board. Well, I remember why you were on the board. Because you had a decent move set, just need to up that block shed. Yeah, Bo Rubin could be a pick here. Surely wouldn't mind that one. So now we're to the point of now, I actually do have to figure out who I want. Just because there's a couple of guys I like for day 3. We now actually have to think about the pick. I'm not just going to overdraft the defensive tackle. I think I just take Jordan Escobar here. He's got good impact. We know that. He's dominant against the pass. Because A, pass block power, A, pass block finesse, C, run block, which is fine for a day 3 pick. Like, we just gotta kind of hope these are in the C's and not the F's. But I think I might just take Jordan Escobar. Gives us our backup center. And then we decide if we're going to go Bo Rubin or somebody else. And then we get to wait till the 6th round. All right, Jordan Escobar. I'll take that. 58th in true talent. We got him at 124. So he's definitely a backup. I definitely don't think he's a starter. But I definitely think he's a backup. Uses strength and technique to throw power rushers. Shows good technique when attacked by speed rushers. I mean, we know he's very good against for the pass. I will say this much. I'm very happy he's not starting this year. Because those ratings, specifically that 83 strength, not what I want as a starter. But I'm very happy for the hidden development. Because hidden development offensive linemen, fucking important. Doesn't matter if they're starting or backup. Hidden development's important. Probably star more than likely, but I'll take it. 58th in true talent at 124. We're having a good draft. We're having a very good draft. I picked up a second round pick for next year. I'll take it. So, I just hope the Eagles don't take Bo Rubin. That's really the only guy I kind of don't want them to take. Because I might take him with the next pick. And they don't. They go running back. Antoine Price. Dear Lord. Running backs galore. I didn't know myself and Hurricane were picking for every team in the league with all these running backs. Hell, I wanted a running back late. I don't know if I'm going to get one now. Alright. So, I mean, I could hopefully get Marquise Moss. I don't think I'm going to get him, though. So we've got Bo Rubin, who I can go after. Or, there are two options here. It's we either go Bo Rubin, who's a solid rusher. Probably a backup in the long run, but solid enough rusher. I mean, I did get Jalen McLaughlin as our number 2 right now, so I'm happy with that. I am going to be looking for another running back, though. Even if it's an undrafted free agent. And you can find a lot of good sleepers in undrafted free agency at running back. Carrying on the stream, man. You did miss one of the funniest things to happen. Appreciate the re-up, man. 68 months in a row. Next month's going to be the month. Oh, we're going to start the new year with you, man, and it's going to be one word. One singular word. But you missed free agency, and I got a big pickup in free agency on the offensive line. I paid him a lot of money. And if I told you we got a player at 30 that was the number 2 player in the draft, would you believe me? Because we did. Do we take Jerry DeVoe? Ran a 4.9. That's a big upgrade. From 4.56 to 4.49. I don't like the press. It's the only thing I don't like. So the tackle's fine. Well, the zone's not good. It's pure man. He's a bust, ain't no way. I think we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go with the boy here. Bo Rubin. It's a great name. I can't say no to a good name. He may not be the best at block shed, but he's got moves, and that'll help him succeed to some degree. 6'6", 267, gives us another backup now with Zadarius Smith, Tyree Wilson, Miles Murphy, and Max Crosby. So, gives us another backup there. Oh yeah, I did bring Pete Carroll in as the defensive coordinator. Because I was scrolling down and I saw him and I'm like, I can do the funniest thing ever. You did miss that. I'll show you what I did at the end here after the draft. Ooh! Okay, Bo, you're not as good as I hoped. That's okay, though. Former high school power forward, okay. Strong, what is that? Strong core and base. I like that. Converts the leverage into power while rushing the passer. Okay. I mean, there are positives there. I did not look at his skills, and I hate that. We'll have to find out if he's a guy or not. Oh, they signed Brendan Rice. There you go. I will say, I did not bring back Jacoby. Mainly because Jack Besh is going to take over in the slot next year. But he is a Charger now. So we're going to see him twice a year. Alright. Let's keep moving. Another defensive tackle off the board. I am so happy I took that one defensive tackle early. Because, like, the other guy can... Firth can go now. And I at least got my guy. So, I'm happy. And him and Bobby Brown will do just fine as the two. We don't even pick this round. Oh, I also traded out of the second round because I didn't like anything there and gained a second from next year from Minnesota. That happened. Alright. We're going to go quick through this round because I'm not moving up. We've got 3 picks left, 2 in the 7th, 1 in the 6th. And outside of DeVoe, I don't have, well, even... Oh, there went Marquise Moss. Ravens, you took a running back already. You didn't need another. Couldn't let me have him. He's not great. He's a day 3 runner. We know that's what he is. Come on. So I'm thinking with these last picks, one, we're going to take a fullback. We're going to pick a fullback with one of them just cuz. That'll probably be the last pick. With the other, should we focus... What should we do? Running back? I don't think there's going to be a quarterback, so all the quarterbacks got fucking taken immediately. And 2 of them weren't even as good as I thought they were going to be, so... What do we do? What do we do? Do we take a long snapper during the draft? Or do we wait till undrafted free agency for that one? Oh, there went Wembley. Had him on the board. I will say, I already feel better about the team. We have a nice setup at middle linebacker now. We have our base 3 corners set in stone. We have, 4 receivers that are kind of locked in. I mean, our tight end room is our tight end room. We already knew what that looked like. Geo Hayes, that's a good name. We have now, to some degree, fixed the defensive tackle room. Ah, there went Jerry DeVoe, and we've got to see him twice a year. Watch, he's going to be really good. Oh, there went Evan Stevenson at quarterback. Oh, Jaron, you also missed. I did sign a quarterback to fight with Aiden O'Connell for the backup role. Who do you think it was? If you had to guess, it's a veteran quarterback. I'll say that much. Not like old veteran, but veteran quarterback. And he currently I think people would argue should be starting for the team he plays for. I think some would argue. Not all, but some. I will say I was right. This is going to go about 12 o'clock, and I figured this would go about 4 hours. That's normally how long the Madden off-seasons take me, because I get picky. This one's going real easy in this round because we don't have to worry. No, not Davis Mills. Good guess, but not Davis Mills. NFC. Plays for the NFC. In reality. Alright. Here we go. 6th round. I don't plan on making any moves, so I'm probably just going to sim to our pick at this point. Yeah, we're just going to advance to our pick. Yes, indeed. McCorkle Jones. We're going to sim to our pick. See what happens. Who got taken? Anybody any name that I recognize? Oh, McLeod went. I would have taken him here. I think I would have taken McLeod here. Oh, and Aaron Firth went. Damn it. Okay, so I couldn't get the other defensive tackle. And I couldn't get the outside linebacker. That's okay. Yeah, I think that's about it that I really would have gone after here. What are the offers? 2 7s, 2 7s, 2 7s, 6 next year. Yeah, no, I would rather make this pick. Okay, so. You're obviously garbage, but I am tempted. This late, and you were projected at one point, first to second round, so, like, at this point, I would think about it. Man, I'm sad Firth went. I wanted him. I wanted to get both of those top defensive tackles. I shouldn't have waited that long to hope that he fell to us, but he almost did. I did see they opened his practice window. I mean, that's gotta suck for the Shador fans because you're not sitting that man on the bench. He's getting paid too much to sit on the bench. Yeah. I don't think we're taking a quarterback. Oh my God, there's a Manning. Lord, there's a Manning. I'm sorry, you ran 4.47 and you're a power back? Excuse me? This man ran 4.47 at 234. Where the fuck did you go, Brandon Reed? I mean, he's already 24. So he's an old rookie. You got Laquan Stapleton. I like the B break tackle and B carrying. Guys, I found a running back. I found a fucking running back. I found a running back. 4.3 speed, and he'll hang on to the football. I think we've got to. I don't think I can say no to this. You know the rules. I have to draft a running back. Those are the rules. And we'll draft a fullback and maybe even a long snapper in the 7th round. Laquan Stapleton. C-. That's actually fantastic. He's a top 100 talent at 190. I'll take that. I'm not going to complain. Holy fuck, he's got 94 speed. That's a really solid skill set right off the bat. I may have legitimately found our change of pace guy. And I signed McLaughlin to be that. I may have found him. Okay. You can't catch the ball well, but that's fine. That's fine. You'll just be our change of pace runner. Okay. Skip to our next pick. Okay, our first 7th round pick. Did anyone take a fullback? I don't think they did, which is just sad. Take a fullback. Take a long snapper. Draft him. Alright, we're drafting a fullback. I'm doing it. That 100% is happening. And Bass was my favorite of the bunch. Mainly because he had A, impact, and B, lead block. So he was good at the 2 most important ones. So, we're going Logan Bass in the 7th round. Acknowledge me. That's not 1, not 2, but 3 top 32 talents. I drafted 3 guys that could have been first round by their talent value. He's normal development. It might just be a bad class. I was worried this class might not be very good as I was looking over prospects earlier today. I was very worried this might just be a bad class. So, we'll see. Okay, we have one more pick, and it will either be a long snapper or if that one receiver is still there, we're taking him. Because it's the most Raiders move to take him. Alright. I'm happy with that pick, though. I wanted a good fullback. I think we got one. Alright. Final selection. He's still fucking there. Oh my god. Do we draft him? Do we do it? He's still there. He sat for so long. Do we do it? Do we give the Trevor Morrison a chance? Oh, wait, how tall is he? Because we could do that. 6'2", 226. I mean, that is like bigger corner weight. He also doesn't have great release. Can kind of catch the ball in traffic. He's got his best skill set is his spec catch. Do we do it? Do we give him a chance? I'll let you guys decide. Trevor Morrison's an option. Trevor Morrison is an option. We could take another defensive tackle. And like Jordan Cannon. Okay, why not? Alright. He's sat for long enough. Trevor Morrison. He's C+. It's a C+ grade. It's 210 in true value. He's faster on tape. He's got inconsistent hands. Strong hands to make a catch through contact. But Mel Kiper said... Alright. Let's see who the last two picks are. The Jets select Ramon Esquivel? Esquivel? I don't know how you pronounce that. Esquivel? Something to that effect. And your Mr. Irrelevant is Dorian Tucker, wide receiver, Colorado State. Who retired now? Pharaoh Brown. Okay. So, one of my favorite parts. Wait, what happened? Oh, Facial Tootin's on the block. And apparently the Rams traded somebody. Poona Ford to the Bucks. Okay. Okay, with our first pick, we drafted my man, Jerry Banks. 81 overall. If we're changing that number, 49's not a middle linebacker number. You need something tough as fuck, man. 88 speed, 85 tackle, 74 block shed is good for your size. I didn't think it'd even be that good for your size. 83 hit power, 83 awareness, that's what I care about. 78 play rec, 76 zone. Oh, mother of fucking God. This man is what I've been waiting for. Beverly wishes he was Jerry Banks. Tyreek Beverly was undersized and was a good linebacker. Jerry Banks is going to make him wish he was Jerry Banks. 76 zone coverage? Dude could play safety. I'm actually tempted just to see how he would play at safety. 88 speed, 76 zone. He might be our best guy there. There you go, Jerry Banks. He loves the scheme. He's mad he doesn't have a mentor. We'll take care of that. And he's from Arkansas. You know, that made me happy. And yes, I know I said it wrong. That's the real way to say it. But let's change this number immediately, because obviously. Ooh. What's available? What do we think? What do we like for him? I don't think 51's all that bad for an off-ball linebacker. I don't like 49. 49's a pass rusher number if you're gonna wear it as a linebacker. That's a rusher number to me. 45 I'm not against. I don't know why I'm fine with that, but not 49. Should we give him Derek Carr's 4? Maybe that's what we should go with. Oh, Edmonds wears 49. It's a weird number. That's a weird number. I'll give the rookie the benefit of the doubt. Edmonds wearing it's a weird number. It's a weird number. Alright, we'll let him keep it. Didn't change anything, so we'll let him keep it. Since there's others wearing it, we'll let him keep it. Oh, and as you can see, Jaron, I spent money, but I didn't spend all of it. Okay, I was hoping he might be a tiny bit better, but he's still good. Ben Torres, and we will check Arthur Firth. We have to see if Firth was the better player, and I made a mistake. Not getting both of them. Ben Torres, defensive tackle. Oh, yeah. I like that he's already got 73 power moves. I didn't think he was going to have really any moves. So I like that he's got 73 power moves off the bat. The block shed's a little low. But I think he's going to be out there primarily in pass rush sets. If he's going to see time, it's probably going to be more so in pass rush sets. Him and Pegas, though, might be a really good combo. We'll see. Because JJ Pegas is going to get a lot more snaps out of the base. Okay, Jordan Escobar, the backup center. As soon as you get your run block up, as soon as you work on your run blocking skills, man, you're going to be fantastic. You're going to be fucking fantastic. As soon as you get that run blocking upgraded, you're going to be so good. Hell, he's more aware than most players playing football. He's already the 25th ranked center in the league. Yeah, I'm happy with that, with those first 3 picks entirely. Then we took Bo Rubin. So depth pass rusher. Was he normal development? Yep. 73 power move, 65 finesse, only 79 speed. A little disappointing. But he is just here to be depth right now. So, hey, he is what he is. A depth pass rusher. I'm not seeing anything special off rip. Wait, did he play at Buffalo? Oh man, maybe he'll become something. I then had to take my yearly running back, Laquan Stapleton. Yeah, no, I'm happy. I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. 74 break tackle for a guy that's not powerful. I'm more than happy with that. 94 speed, 89 acceleration, 86 agility, 89 carrying, which is my favorite stat of the bunch. 84 juke, he'll juke you out of your fucking shoes. 89 stamina, 81 kick return. We have a kick returner at least. He'll make the roster as the kick returner. I'll take it. I'll take it. I drafted a kick returner in the 6th round. And then our fullback, 75 overall, 85 lead block, 82 strength, 82 trucking, only 72 run block. I wish that was a little bit better. But we have a fullback. That's all that matters. We have a fullback. And he can catch the ball a bit. 67 is good enough for a fullback. I don't know if you can see that on the left side. He's the 3rd ranked fullback in the league. And finally, we gave him a chance. And he's happy about it. He's getting a morale boost. Because we gave him a chance. I like the 83. The 3rd best fullback is a very low bar. Shut up. We take our wins where we can get them. 88 speed. That's not bad. 87 acceleration. The catching is about where I thought it would be. Because 75 is normally like the high of F. So, 74 catching, 77 catching traffic, 75 short. Okay, so he can at least run short routes. 83 spec. He's getting a massive boost right now to his release. I don't know why, but a +7 boost to release currently makes an 81. And his route runnings aren't as bad as I thought they were. I'll say that much. I had a much lower bar for those route running abilities. Yeah, he's a depth receiver right now. I think he's got a chance to make some plays maybe in preseason. Do something. Yeah. I'm not mad about it. I'll say that much. I'm happy with that draft class. Okay. Who was the best player in the entirety of the class, though? We got the 2nd best player in the class. Even when they're not good, they still fucking win. He was the only safety I really liked. And he's got hidden goddamn development. Already an 85 overall. We have to see him twice a year. Holy fucking shit. 99 hit power, 90 pursuit, 90 acceleration, 91 speed, 80 zone. Why? Are you at least injury prone? No, of course you're not. He's got 73 catching. Fuck, man. You know what? For that reason, give me the Devil's Piano. Just because Kansas City got that. They were like, we're not going to let you have the best player in the draft. Whoops. Because Jerry Banks was 2nd. What exactly happened in your sim? Tyrone Snow was 3rd. You had Dylan Kane here, wide receiver. McNally in the 2nd round as 77. We actually did really good. Oh, good. Matt Henderson's good. Love that. Remember when I could have taken him in the 2nd round and elected to trade out because I didn't feel comfortable? How good is he? Shit. Oh, no, I didn't take him in the second round. He got taken in the second round, and I had a chance at Pritchett. That's what it was. He's really good, though. Bills versus Lions. Going head-to-head and even in overtime for a Bills field goal to win it. I mean, the wide right misses. Oh, there you go. The Bucks beat the Bills in this, so. Rodgers didn't retire? Dude, everyone fucking retired for us. Literally the entirety of the league is different now. Let's see these quarterbacks. Isaac Burr, in development. Oh God, he's wearing 6 with the Jets. Say hello to the new Mark Sanchez. He's solid. He's a really solid quarterback. 83 speed's really good to have. Really solid. So the top pick was Manuel Pineda. And yeah, solid tackle. He's going to be really good. He's already good against finesse, which in my opinion is what you need to be good against if you're playing like a tackle spot. I think power's more important inside than it is out. Okay, this was who I had as the top defensive tackle. Cassidy Jackson. He's taking over for Calais Campbell because look at the number he's wearing. He's not as good as I thought he would be. And that's mainly because of his block shed. I thought his block shed was going to be better. Jags created a top tight end duo with Strange and Pitts. Ooh. I love that because Brenton Strange can block and Kyle Pitts can do his thing. That's fantastic. He can play essentially a big receiver role. Okay, how good's Callahan? In development. He's Joe Flacco. Do you guys agree? He's Joe Flacco. Because he's already a deep ball guy. That's his best skill. Lawrence got injured and John Wolford led the Jags to a 3-1 record? Fuck yeah. Okay, what about Brian Donahue? Show me one of them without hitting. God damn it. He's taking over for Stafford fully. He's wearing the 9, and he's great. I hate that, because that was going to be the dude we took. If Matt Stafford hadn't retired, we might have had him. Might have had a chance at him. I mean, instead we got the second best player in the draft, but... Fuck. Okay. Remember how I said I liked Eric Medina the best of the bunch? I'm happy we didn't get him. Cleveland is Cleveland until they're not Cleveland. He's got a hell of an arm, but that dude needs to work on his accuracies. Shador is as good of a quarterback as Eric Medina is right now. So, Cleveland has, some questions. Are we talking for Donahue or Callahan? For the rookie year Josh Allen. I want to see how good is Sanborn. Because he was my favorite corner. In development. Medina, all arm, no accuracy. Well, yeah. Yeah, college Josh makes sense. Oh, he was perfect! Fuck! He was just what I thought he was, and I hate it. He can't tackle well, but that's okay. Neither could Asante Samuel. Ooh, a little bit of injury concerns there, but I don't like him wearing 49. Ew, give him like a single digit. Okay. Now I'm gonna kind of just look at the guys that I was gonna target. Like Ramon Cruz. Of course, in development, so I didn't miss much there. He's just a bit better than the guy we took in the 3rd round. Or no, in the 4th round. He's just a little bit better. I literally just drafted Ramon Cruz later. A little bit worse, but essentially Ramon Cruz. That's awesome. Let's see. Took you. Where was he? Dylan Stanley. I wanted him in the 2nd round, and he did not fall to us. 99 strength, but everything else needs to be worked on. He's got what you can't teach. Okay. I'm happy I got who I got. But yeah. Okay, now I need to go to the Ravens. Because the Ravens took Firth. I need to know. Both are 75 overall. We got the better player. I think we got the better player. Just a little bit, I think we got the better player. They're very similar, though. They're almost identical. Actually, I take it back. I think Firth might be a little bit more of what I wanted. But they're very similar. They're essentially the same player. I would have loved to have both of them, though. That would have been nice. Okay. Normal development. I was worried because if he had had hidden development, I would have been upset. Because I wasted a visit on this guy when I should have used it on a different player. Alright. Well, let's see what our division did outside of the Chiefs having the best player in the draft. So the Broncos had Calvin Winthrop as their first pick, left tackle in development. He's a right tackle in my opinion. I wouldn't call him a left tackle. I think he's a right tackle. If he develops, you got a good player there, but I don't know about that. They then took Tracy Hobbs. Yeah, no. Back up right now. Once again, you kind of hope he develops. Nick Gutierrez, normal development, so you're kind of worried about that one. Normal development. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, the Broncos didn't have a good draft. They then took Brandon Simmons. I don't think this guy's going to turn to Stokely for you, but, you know, maybe. Decent hands off the rip at 77. If it weren't for his route running, I'd argue we got the same guy in the 7th. You gotta go work? All right, Jane. Here, wait, before you head out. God damn it, Jerry DeVoe was good to pick. Fuck. He had hidden development. I had to know that. I gotta show you one thing before you head out here. There's our new center. I paid a lot of money to this man. But there's our new center. Tyler Lindenbaum. That's the big thing you missed. I'll just say that. Now let's get back to seeing the rest of our division. So the Broncos didn't do much. The Chiefs got the best player in the draft because they cheated, I bet. No. They can't keep doing this. That's a good draft. Okay, normal development. He's just his own cover corner. Not terrible. But not great. Any hidden dev talents here for them outside of their best player in the draft? They did get one. Dion Kennedy. Yeah. Okay. Developmentable, development tackle. And Garrison Jett. And with a name like that, he does have good speed. Decent hands. Decent enough route running. Solid enough player. And he's playing with Pat Mahomes, so I'm sure he's going to turn to something. You know how it works. Finally, the Chargers. How did they do? They took Carlos Booker, the edge rusher. Ooh, normal development. Ah, that's why normal development. He's already got a skill. He's a pure finesse rusher. He's not bad. Certainly not dominant by any means, but not bad. Not bad there. They then took Antoine Trapp. He's got good hands. He'll catch the ball. The route running, though, isn't crisp. How tall is he? That's Douglas Falcon. He's literally just early Douglas Falcon. No route running, but he's got speed and hands. Eric Freeman, nothing there. When it comes to development trait, Frank Becton, normal development. Alani Claiborne at left tackle has hidden development. But it's certainly a project. That's a definite. And then Brandon Ferguson. So 2 project tackles. Not exactly a bad thing. There you go. I think, and I would argue, if it hadn't been for the Chiefs getting the best player in the draft, I'd say we had the best draft out of the division. I think there's still an argument for that. Because I think we got a good backup center, we got a starter at defensive tackle, and we got our starting middle linebacker. We'll see what the rest turn into in the long run. But I'm more than happy with those first 3. I am tempted to see what Jerry Banks is at safety, but I'm not going to do that. I am, though. Nope, never mind. I think that's going to be it. Can we look at our schedule? We can. So I will sim to preseason week 1. And I'm going to take care of undrafted free agency and all that off stream. So we're not going to be doing any of that tonight. I will highlight like any names to watch in the preseason highlights video. And we've got the Eagles, Saints, and Seahawks in preseason. As for the regular season, we started off on Monday night prime time against the Chargers at home. Take on the Texans, had our number last year. The Cardinals, the Niners, the Ravens. We get a playoff rematch there. Genty versus Henry 2. Chargers again. Then we host the Jets. So we'll get to see Isaac Burr in action. We'll get a rematch against the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. That'll be fun. Right before the bye week. And the first game out of the bye, we get to see Pat Mahomes and company. Dolphins, Chiefs again. We then get the Seahawks. Okay. The Super Bowl champion, Buccaneers. The Broncos, Pats. Broncos again. And we end with Brian Donahue, the quarterback that could have been. And the Rams. I like that. We're going to get to see a couple of the rookie quarterbacks, which is fun. And we get a couple playoff rematches. I think that's a fun schedule right there. Not to mention, it's not easy. That's a definite. This schedule ain't easy. So I think there's definitely a chance we could wind up in a rough spot. I will say, overall wise, the team is better than it was last year. Very much so. Let's move on to next week. And I am going to take, before we go, I'm going to take one little look of things. Well, I forgot I do have training camp, so I'll do that for a couple things. Oh, Von Miller didn't go to the Hall of Fame. Rodgers did. I do want to see, just out of curiosity, who's available. Definitely a possibility there. Oh, and we're going to have a kicker battle. It is official. We're going to have a kicker battle. I think we're going to have a kicker battle. It all depends on accuracy here. Yeah, we're going to have a kicker battle. Expect a kicker battle in preseason. It's either going to be Jake Bates or Luis Gonzalez, one of the two, against Carlson in a kicker battle. Oh, that'll be fun. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to sign Luis Gonzalez, the superstar kicker. That's what you guys watch these videos and streams for. Superstar kickers. Luis Gonzalez, undrafted kicker. I mainly did this just to see who made it through, to see who I might sign. And there are some. Amik Robertson could be a guy I bring in. Kobe Durant. Yeah, there's some players I definitely am going to be looking at. He fell through. But I'm going to be looking at more so the undrafted free agents. You could see a guy like John Mechie or those type of guys make the team as well. But we'll see. We'll see what I feel like needs to be targeted in the long run. But the kicker battle is now official. The kicker battle is now official. With that, though, I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Jaron, Dash, appreciate you guys for being here. We're back to the normal schedule for these streams, for stream purposes, for the rest of the week and everything else. But with that, if you're watching after the fact, I appreciate you, and I will see you guys next time.